In this video, you will learn how to create and edit crawler profiles in MailCom's Expert.tools. MailCom Expert.tools is a browser application that provides versatile business data research and enhancement tools. Serious business professionals, marketing, sales, and purchasing managers use Expert.tools to leverage their business success. In the following, I will first of all explain to you the crawling process of Expert.tools. And after that, I will show you how to use the crawler profiles, as well as how to create a new crawler profile or how to edit or delete existing ones. So let's start with the crawling process of Expert.tools. Expert.tools is able to crawl a large number of web pages, and you may search for specific information on these pages, for example a specific keyword. To efficiently use crawling time and manage cost, you should be able to have control over the crawling process. You may want Expert.tools to review, or as we say crawl, all subpages of a website, only some specific subpages, such as the About Us page, the News page, the Contact or Imprint page, or even sometimes also the main page will contain the information that you are looking for. To control the on-site crawling process for each website, crawler profiles come into play. With the crawler profiles, you can determine how deep and which pages Expert.tools should investigate to search for your desired information like a keyword or pattern. Now I'm going to show you where you can find the crawler profiles and how you can add, delete and edit them. As you can see, I've already uploaded an address list and I'm currently showing it on the main screen of Expert.tools. To open the crawler profile settings now, please go into the File menu, then click Settings, and finally click on Crawler. Now the crawler settings window pops up. So as you can see, there are already two predefined crawler profiles named Main Page Only and Address Pages. To switch between them, just click on the tabs in the upper left corner of the window. Just like this. I'm now going to create a new crawler profile to show you all the different crawling options that you can choose. So how do we do that? As you can see in the upper right corner of the window, there are three round buttons. With the red one, you can delete your current crawler profile. With the pencil button in the middle, you can make a copy of your current profile to edit it, like this. And with the plus button on the left, you can create a new default profile for editing. So let's do that. I will now explain each of the elements in the crawler profile. Let me start with the upper row from left to right. Here we first find the field profile name. Let's put in career page search as the name for our new crawling profile. So let's do that. The purpose of this profile is to focus the crawler on searching career-related pages only. I will show you later how we can set that up by defining a respective search pattern. The next text field determines the maximum limit of how many pages the crawler looks at, for example 5. Then we also have the max depth field. Here you have to decide how long the click path to a page may be at most. This means how many links may be followed to get to a page from the start page. Typically 2 is a reasonable number here. So let's type in 2. As you can see, there are also two checkboxes where you can decide if you want to ignore non-matching pages or main pages. Let us first talk about non-matching pages. A non-matching page is a website which does neither match the URL search pattern nor the link search pattern of our crawling process. This means it does not match our defined crawling search pattern. Sometimes it can be useful to crawl this page anyway. For example, if the information you are looking for is 2 or more clicks away from the main page. By default, non-matching pages get a low priority, so they will be examined at last. All other pages are preferred for crawling. If you exclude non-matching pages, these will never be examined. For example, when you want the keyword search to be as fast as possible and have given a short maximum search depth, it can make sense first to search with ignoring main pages and then do another search on those pages where you did not get any matches but now include non-matching pages. Let's now talk about the second checkbox, ignore main pages. In case you select to ignore main pages, the keyword search module will not be applied to the main page. Unfortunately, it has to be crawled anyway, as all search paths to subpages start from the main page. Finally, I will show you how you can add URL patterns. This is the core setting of the crawler pattern. Here you define which pages Expert.tools will crawl. To do that, click on the green Add Filter button, which you can find on the right side of the window within the table. You can define which link texts and URL patterns the crawler shall follow with which priority. In the first column on the left, you have to enter the anchor text or URL patterns to define which subpages should be crawled. Expert.tools will then crawl everything that matches these URLs or anchor text patterns with higher priority than other pages that do not match any pattern. In the next column, you can define the search type. Here you can choose between substring, prefix to search for the beginning of a keyword, suffix to search for the ending of a keyword, regex, and an exact match. Please remember that for this tutorial, we had in mind to search for some information that is typically found on career-related subpages of a website. For example, we might be interested if the company offers internships or hires students. First of all, we define that the crawler shall focus on career-related subpages. To do this, we choose the regex search type. And then we define a search pattern which covers common variations of so-called career page names. Therefore, in the first column, we enter this search pattern, which is a regular expression that matches every URL or link to a subpage, which includes job, career, and the German word for career, Karriere. Please note that our regular expressions follow the JavaScript regex syntax. In the third column, you can choose between anchor text search, URL text search, or both. The anchor text is also known as the link label or link title. This text you will find right beneath the website links when you search for something with a search engine such as Google or Bing. The URL text is just the text that you will find within the URL of a website. To delete one of them, just click on the small cross sign within the gray containers. But in our case, let's choose both of the two options. And last but not least, here within the last column, you can select the search priority for the specific filter. You can use these search priorities if you have several filters and want to determine which filters should rather be used and which are not so important. Thereby, you can choose between high, moderate, low, and ignore. Since we have only one filter in our example, I'll leave the priority at high. We have now successfully created our own specific crawler profile. To save it, just click on the Save button that you can find at the bottom right. To use this crawler profile, we start a new keyword search and select the new crawler profile in the keyword search module settings. Let me now show you how to do this. First of all, we need to enter keywords that we want to search for. For this tutorial, I will use the keywords intern, internship, and student in the keyword search. As the crawler mainly searches for career-related subpages, we try to identify those companies which offer internships. So once you enter the keyword pattern, let's do that quickly. click on the keyword search settings button, which you can find here. Now within the first tab of the new window, please select the website input column. Then click on the second tab and select the output columns. Here I select the option that during the search a new output column will be created. Finally, within the third tab named Task Settings, we can select the crawler profile that we have created before. So let's do that and keep the other settings as they are and click on Save. Then finally, we start the keyword search by clicking on the Start button. Let's confirm that. Now click the Start button again. And the keyword search has started. As you can see, Expert.tools added a new results column to our address table. The red crosses stand for the word false. That means that our keywords were not found on the websites and subpages we crawled. The green check marks represent the word true and mean that one of our keywords was found while crawling the respective subpages of the website. If you only want to display the websites on which the keyword was found, just enter true as a filter in the column header. If you intend to display the websites on which the keyword was not found, enter false as filter in the column header. Just like this. By defining a crawler profile for a specific task, you can save a lot of crawling time and cost. That way you can efficiently solve your research tasks. We have now reached the end of this tutorial. I have shown you in this video how to work with crawler profiles and how you can create, edit and delete them. If you want to learn more about Expert.tools, you will find more videos on our YouTube channel or on our Expert.tools website. If you have any discussion items, questions or suggestions, please let us know by commenting on the video below. You can also contact sales or just send us an email.